Hi, my name is Andre Jahn from Jahn Consulting, and in this video we will be using Canary deployment with Helm 3 in a Kubernetes environment. Canary deployment is a technique used to reduce the risk of deploying new software versions by gradually rolling out the change to a small subset of users before a full release. But what does this mean? When you are running a production environment with many active users, a Canary deployment is a good way to protect your system from service interruptions that may be caused by new service versions. With a Canary deployment, you can delegate a few requests to the Canary service, while the majority of the requests go to the current service. This way, you can check the performance and reliability of the new service without risking unplanned downtimes. In our example, we are controlling the request to the Canary service via an HTTP header. Requests from particular clients will be sent to the Canary service, while all other requests are sent to the old service instances. Let's now see how it works. We are starting from the same Helm chart that we use for the production deployment of our service. The changes are mainly done in the values YAML file, specifically in the ingress section. First, let's check our Kubernetes namespace for running services. As you can see, no service is running yet. So let's install our non-Canary service. In a production environment, this would be our main service instance or service instances. Next, we will check if our production instance is deployed. After our services turn green, we will access this service via a REST client. When sending the request to our API, we get the service instance name as the return value. In this case, the name starts with POC service, since this is the only service available. Now let's prepare our service for the Canary deployment. First, we add the necessary annotations to turn the service into a Canary deployment by setting the Canary annotations to true. The next annotation contains the name of the HTTP header that the ingress is looking for. Without this header, all requests are sent to the old service instances. Next, we add the Canary by header pattern. This is a regular expression that the ingress will use to decide if the request should be routed to the old service or to the Canary service. In this example, only header values that ends with 1 or 2 will be processed in the Canary service. Now we have to change the version tag of the service. Here the Docker tag of the Canary service must be entered. In our case, the tag is latest. Now let's deploy our Canary service. As you can see, only the old service is running. We are installing the Canary service in the same way we installed the old service before, except the values YAML now contains annotations for the Canary deployment. We are also changing the name of the Helm release to Canary service. Now let's wait until the service passes its health checks and becomes available. Now let's check if the Canary deployment works as expected. We have added the xCanary header to our request. The header value is not within the range for the Canary service, therefore we expect that the service will be routed to the old POC service. Now let's change the header to a value that sends the request to the Canary service. As you can see, the request is processed by the new Canary service. The Canary service will only process values with 1 or 2 at the end of the value. All other requests are processed by the old service. Now let's shut down our Canary service. After the shutdown, all requests will be processed by the old service. First, we will start our REST request every 3 seconds. Next, we will uninstall our Canary service with Helm uninstall. As you can see in the window above, the requests are processed by the Canary service until the service is uninstalled. After this, the requests are processed by the old services. Thanks for watching this video. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments.